Are we live? Are we live? What is going on, my people? It is your boy Rami. Yeah, we are live, man. I like to see that. So, I don't know if I'll have anybody here today. I just wanted to make this super chill. Get on here. I heard that Claude 4 is out. We'll review that. But yeah, I guess some of you might be wondering, like, did I quit? Have I? Why has there been a long hiatus? Right? I was posting like 2 to 3 videos a week, and yeah, and then I just went from 2 to 3 videos to 1 to 0. And I hate to say it. Let me look into the camera. I hate to say it, but I think that is a reflection of the burnt outness that I was feeling from being a YouTuber. Um, when I originally started this business venture, I was I was thinking that I needed to make this work. Like, I was going to be living in Seattle, and I needed to make this work in order to maintain my life in Seattle. And yeah, unfortunately, things are going a lot slower than I would have liked. And yeah, I pivoted away from DonorSync, and I think this is interesting. And I can talk about that. Like, sometimes, and that's another factor. I feel a little bit embarrassed because I thought this hiatus was going to just take some time off and then come back to DonorSync, but it's not. I do feel like I will make a creator startup one day, but I just don't think DonorSync was the business strategy that I went about. DonorSync was not correct, and so yeah, I guess we'll get into it. Let me see. I'm gonna pull up something real quick, but I don't think anybody is in here. But in case somebody is, I'm going to pull it up. Let's see if I can get this in. And yeah, I don't think we got anybody in here, but I'm going to embed the chat just in case. And oh, it's my brothers in here. What's up? Turn up. Let's see if I can get the chat open. So yeah, unfortunately, let's see. Oh yeah, here's the chat. All right, we're starting to cook. Sorry for the struggle stream, guys. Or I guess just my bro now. I guess that's how you know we're still in here making it happen. Trying to, make our dreams come true. Let's see. Let's see my custom browser doc, restream doc. All right. All right. So I think the doc should be working now, and I should be able to see your request. Or no, it's not working. I don't know why. It's not working. Okay, there it is. I think this is it. And close that. Hopefully we can just add that. There we go. I should be able to start seeing your messages a lot better. What's up, Reggie? So yeah, for anybody that's watching, I guess we can start on reflections from DonorSync and why it did not work as much as I wanted to. So if you guys don't know, let me just mark the timestamp DonorSync. If you guys don't know, I was building a creator app so that people can display widgets about what their user is doing, and I barely remember it now. It's been so long since I've been thinking about DonorSync. It was my life, and I had all these great ideas. Everybody gave me quite positive feedback from it. Basically, I wanted to make a Patreon clone, but with flat fees. If you don't know how Patreon works, they give you, they take anywhere from 3, 10, 15% of the creator's money when they are on the platform. Where with DonorSync, I was just gonna have a flat fee. Like, let's say, I don't know, you're making $1 million from your content creation game, then you would only have to pay me, like, say $500. Where with something like Patreon, you would pay them $100 grand. And so people told me it was a great idea, as well as do some widgets. You know, I've been working a lot with Elixir and the Beam VM, and I felt like I could really come into the scene. I forget who the main streaming widgets person is, but I felt like with those two things combined, I would have a solid hold on the market. But yeah, my original vision of DonorSync, the name came from, you have all these platforms and you're getting donations on all these different platforms, and you have no one dashboard to see everything. And so I was like, yeah, that's something that I could create in a week, right? Like, you just call these APIs and then, you know, put them together in like one dashboard. But what I discovered is players like YouTube are very stingy about you getting requests about donations. Turn my mic up. Okay. Hello, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? How does this sound? Okay. I think that's a lot better, right? All right. So I'm talking into the mic. Thank you, my brother, for saying something. Yeah. So I bet you guys hear the motorcycle outside, and you guys are gonna flip from that. Wow, we got 4 people in here today. That's crazy. So yeah, I was working on a SAAS, and what was the issue? So the issue basically was that no, I haven't vanished in point. I'm glad to see you. Just getting smarter and better, in you know, I'm changing priorities a bit, right? Like, so another thing about when I was working on DonorSync is that when I was, let me think. I originally labeled myself a stream engineer, right? Because I wanted to be coding in front of you guys and doing stuff. But it didn't make sense for me to have a closed sourced business, and I could not code along with you. Like, what I envisioned this channel to be is me showing you the behind the scenes of bringing in an app from zero to product. What's up, Josh? So yeah, what I originally envisioned this is like you getting the behind the scenes of a expert engineer bringing an app to market. I think this is going to be extremely important for people as AI becomes more prevalent. I really do believe that the average person will be writing software with prompts, and they will write some damn good software if they stay within a certain boundary. Josh, I'm no longer working at Amazon, just so you know. I quit in November of last year, and I have been spending the last months working on a SaaS and working on different SaaSes and making a YouTube video. But yeah, and I'm trying to explain why it didn't go right. So it's like, yeah, with DonorSync, I felt like I was splitting my time between making YouTube videos and writing code that you guys couldn't see. And I think what I really want this channel to be about is me writing code in front of you and you see it, and me streaming about it. That's what I envision this channel for. You know, maybe it will be boring. Maybe we will never get to, I don't know, 100,000, a silver play button. But, you know, going forward with this channel, I want it to be really focused towards a community, right? I don't want it to be, I don't want to be, have millions of subscribers and I don't get to know about them. I would like this to be a more tight niche type community where you guys can get feedback from me. We can hang out, just more lavish. Like, I think so I was hoping that I could make money from YouTube, and I think that's probably the reason why I was grinding so hard, is because I was hoping that this YouTube stuff was going to fund my journey. And YouTube is a lot more challenging than you would think. Let's see, I've been coding with Supergrok for my business, and dude is so damn good. I don't even know how to code low. Yeah, man. Josh, man, you're going to be killing the game. Like, I'm so happy for anybody using these prompts right now, because you don't even know most people don't even know how powerful you are. There are principals at Amazon, Google, all these different places that don't use prompts. You know, I guess it's ego, right? Like, because these guys don't need to use prompts or AI to do their job, and so they feel a lot stronger. Thank you, Drip God. Somebody compliment my shirt. So, Josh, it's people like you who are going to overpower leaders in the industry who have been around for 10 to 20 years, right? Because if they refuse to use AI, I really do believe that the next generation is going to be too much. I really do feel like anybody using AI has gone up one level. Like, if you're a junior, you're a mid-level. If you're a mid-level engineer, now you're a senior. If you were a senior engineer, now you're a principal. And so these tools need to be used and talked about. I really do believe, like, we're heading towards some dark places in the future. My bad. We're going on a tangent, right? We're headed for some dark places in the future, guys, right? Like, the stuff that I'm working on, if it does make it, video games are going to be low latency, right? You're going to have AI. You're going to be able to talk to the characters, right? I can't tell you what GTA 6 is going to look like, but GTA 7, you're going to feel like a gangster talking to people, dynamic character plots coming along, right? Everybody who plays the game gets a different experience. Some people who are hella aggressive are rewarded in some ways, and some people who are, more passive and noble, they will be rewarded in their own ways. And so these video games, these new things that are coming to the future are going to be insane. I can't even imagine, if that was given to me as a child, I might not even want to live in the real world, especially as, I'm going to say another dark thing, the relationships between men and women. I think it's going towards a dark place, to be honest with you, with the rise of AI. Just because women are hypergamous from nature, right? It's obvious that women tend to marry men who make a lot of money, provide them resources. That's always been the social contract. I feel like somebody's going to say I'm being sexist or whatever, but I'm just keeping it real with you. In the future, most people will not have jobs. We might even have universal basic income, right? And so with these two things, most men will not be able, they might be able to support a family, but most women will not want to be in a family when they are hyper connected to the global market. Like, just like, I don't know if you guys have heard, maybe you can talk to the older generation, but they have said, like, back in the day, you could pick up a gorgeous looking woman, give you your number, she wouldn't flake on you, she'd give you a chance, she'd go out on a date with you, right? And this era, you might be able to get the number of somebody really gorgeous, but she's not calling you, or whatever. And so in the future, with only a small subset of men, being able to make money, I can't even tell you how painful this is going to be for the dating market. And I don't know. I really don't have an answer with it. I've heard of men talking about going overseas. And, yeah, maybe that's an option. But if all men go overseas, then of course those places get more rich. Huh. So yeah, Replit is saying they don't need humans. I heard somebody say that Klarna said they didn't need humans for their work, and then Klarna is like, I think they had like billions in losses this year because they gave people loans, and those people did not pay off the loans, so they are like they have all this fucking debt. What's up, my guy Joseph? Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to be. Man, I'm just gonna tell you guys this. You know, I don't know if you're involved in the like manosphere red pill stuff, but I really enjoy that stuff. But I would hate for this channel to become about like men's issue. But at the same time, it's like there's so many things that men don't get told until really late in their lives. And it's like the people who try to give you the information and tell you the truth, we are persecuted. And it's like I don't want this channel to be like that. But as far as you know, I am definitely an advocate of men, and I feel that. Like I was talking to ChatGPT. Oh, is my computer in the that's hilarious. My computer's been in the shot the entire time, hasn't it? Oh my god, that's hilarious. All right, there we go. All right. So, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I was talking to the AI models, and it was saying that matchmaking is gonna be 10 times better, right? We're gonna have AI models that just see our personality and match us better with women. But at the same time, I guess we might have more options for sex or whatever. And so, hopefully, that's fine. We might have more options for sex, but it won't be all that. Let's see. Pay for Super Grok. I don't have a subscription to Super Grok, but I do use Grok. I use regular Grok. Then what I use is Anthropic, and I use ChatGPT. I have subscriptions to Anthropic, ChatGPT, but occasionally I will use Grok. And so, honestly, guys, all these models have free tiers. I would highly recommend you using all the models. Some of them are better at some things. What I have found is Anthropic's Claude is probably the best coding assistant, and Grok is close. What I have found, ChatGPT is just the best. Like, if you want to talk and bounce some ideas off of it, I think ChatGPT is the best. And Gemini over here. Yeah, I think, bro, endpoint, maybe you can tell me. I wanted to use Gemini, right? They have that 2 million context window. And what happened? I cannot feed my entire code base into Gemini. So I'm like, what the hell? Like, why do I even use this? Like, if you have a 2 million context window and I can't put my entire code base into it, seems like I'm wasting my time. But yeah, that's another thing. The coding interfaces are going to get a lot better. And so I'm banking on that. I want to be live streaming for you guys, seeing me work with these AI assistants, teaching you things about the behind the scenes of a product. I know it hasn't been going, I've done a little bit. I've coded in front of you, but it hasn't been exciting. And I imagine that'll change over time. But I'm just going to be an early adopter and bite the bullet on this because I think this is what my dream is, doing what I love, coding, teaching, making a bit of money at the same time, and it's all good. Code Companion. I've never heard of Code Companion. Let's see. But yeah. So maybe I can talk a little bit about where I think this channel is moving to. I think that this channel, instead of making these long ass projects like I did with DonorSync, instead of making these big ass projects. I'm gonna start releasing projects that I can do in a week that combine together to make a holistic product. I think over the next 2 to 3 months, I'm gonna launch 4 apps, all of which are gonna be done in a week. I'm gonna make the website. It's gonna be done in like 2 to 3 weeks, so you can get your API key, and they're all InfraGlue. And so if you don't know what InfraGlue is, it's like, I guess it's really back-end engineer heavy, right? So most people, when they think about the internet, they see just web pages and they think the web page is a server, but there's tons of millions of servers that have to talk to it, or that are the backbone of the internet to make this thing run right. And so, yeah, I'm gonna start releasing tiny products. Let's see. I'll show you if you need. Yeah. We need to get the code. I need somebody to help me. I really want to test out Gemini, but I don't know how to do it. Maybe we can do it after. First, I do not. I don't know. It's hard to say. SuperGrok, or I don't know. I've never used SuperGrok. I guess SuperGrok is a subscription. I used the free version of Grok, and it's been great. But yeah. Josh Smith, coding crypto AI. Yeah, man. We gonna be the nerds. We on the come up, man. You know. I think all of us who are being early adopters to AI and using it to do our work are going to be okay, right? The people who are willing to adopt these tools and learn how to be creative with them are going to be very successful over the long run. It may take some periods of struggling, but I can't wait to see Josh selling software or some shit. That would be a dream. Yeah. What is it? SuperGrok is probably like $18. I don't know. My mentor is texting me. Give me 1 sec. Wow. What a nice guy. All right. It's fine. All right. Where are we? 10 out of 10, bro. Yeah. I don't know. SuperGrok is pretty good if it's your only model. If you guys like talking to the model as much as I do, I would highly recommend ChatGPT. But Grok, talking to Grok in... Josh, you ever talk to Grok? I don't know. It's like talking to Grok feels like talking to a fucking robot, man. It's just such a pain in the ass. And so I really like talking to ChatGPT. It really does sound like a human. There's even better models that sound more human-like. And so it's $30. Damn, bro. I'm paying $20 for ChatGPT. I don't know. I'll probably get all these models eventually. Exactly. Don't use Google, Josh. Down with Google. Oh my gosh. It seems like we just vibing in here, man. Yeah, it speaks back like Siri. I don't really like that. I wanted to come in here. I was also thinking about reviewing Claude 4 because Claude 4 just came out and it's a new model. I don't know if you guys want to do that or we just want to continue vibing. I don't know. Maybe you can give me some thumbs up in the chat. But yeah, I probably have. How much time do I have left? Me and my mentor decided, yeah, I have more than enough time left. Me and my mentor just decided to hang out randomly. So, yeah. Seems like we just vibing in here right now. But let me pull up this new Claude. I did want to take a look at it. The future is super exciting, man. Let's take a look. Face+Screen. There we go. So we got Claude 4 in here. Can we make this bigger, man? And we can do that. Introducing Claude 4. Let me write that down. Introducing Claude 4. Today we're introducing the next generation of Claude models, Claude Opus 4 and Claude Sonnet 4, setting new standards for coding and advanced reasoning in AI agents. Man, I'm just into this and I need my glasses badly. I'll be right back. This is good. We got the Nerd Rami. Man, Josh, I've been living on my savings, man. And so, this pump has not been good for me. Like, man, maybe I should have sold my crypto when Trump first came into office. I would have made a lot of money. Let's see. This pump has been nice. I'm hoping that it stays that way and it keeps going up, man. But yep, hold on to that crypto as long as you can, man. I'm trying to hold on to mine while supporting my dreams. But yeah, break. Today we're introducing the next generation of Claude models, Claude Opus 4, Claude Sonnet, setting new standards for coding and advanced reasoning, AI agents. Claude 4 is the world's best coding model with sustained performance on complex, long-running task agent workflows. Claude Sonnet 4 is significantly upgraded from Claude Sonnet 3.7, delivering super coding and reasoning but responding more precisely to your instructions. So this is what I've heard about Claude 4. Claude 4 is damn good. Claude 4 is probably the best coding agent right now, if I had to guess. I don't know about anything about GPT-5, but Claude 4 is like, it's not GPT-5. It's not a next generation model just yet, but it's Claude getting closer to where OpenAI is right now. And so, but I think Claude has the best coding assistance in my opinion, but we'll see. Alongside the models we're announcing extended thinking with tool use, beta. Both models can use tools like web search during extended thinking, allowing Claude to alternate between reasoning and tool use to improvise responses. New model capabilities, both models can use tools in parallel, follow instructions more precisely, and when given access to local files by developers, demonstrate significant improved memory capabilities, extracting and saving key facts to maintain in continuity and build tactic knowledge over time. Claude Code is now generally available after receiving extensive positive feedback during our research preview. We're expanding how developers can collaborate with Claude. Claude Code now supports background tasks via GitHub Actions. Wow, that's amazing. And native integrations with VS Code and JetBrains, displaying edits directly in your file for seamless pair programming. That is amazing, man. I don't even think you guys know how powerful it is to have a model running your CI/CD pipeline. There's so many use cases where you have flaky tests, and a model might be good enough to reason whether you should let this pass or go through or not. And so, yeah, we'll see. New API capabilities. We're releasing 4 new API capabilities with Anthropic, the API that enables developers to build more powerful AI agents, the code execution tool, the MCP connector, the files API, and ability to cache prompts for up to an hour. Up to 1 hour. Claude 4 and Sonnet 4 are hybrid models offering 2 modes, near instant responses and extended thinking for deeper reasoning. The Pro Max Teams Enterprise Cloud Plane includes both models and extended thinking, with Sonnet 4 also available to free users. Both models are available on Anthropic API, Amazon Bedrock Cloud, Google Cloud's Vertex API, Google Cloud's Vertex AI. Price remains consistent with previous Opus and Sonnet models. Opus 4 at $15 to $75 per million token input and output. Sonnet 4 at $3 and $15. Ah, damn, bro. That model sounds expensive as hell, but hey, I guess that's good. I guess some of the right use cases you might be able to take advantage of it. So yeah, I'm still waiting for people to make a good coding interface for these models. Everything seems lacking, but yeah. Claude 4 Opus is more powerful model yet, and best coding model in the world. Okay, they're talking shit. Leading on Sweetbench 72.5 and internal bench 43.2. It delivers sustained performance on long-running tasks that require focused efforts and thousands of steps, with the ability to work continuously for several hours, dramatically outperforming all Sonnet models and significantly expanding what AI agents can accomplish. Man, I am feeling quite new to reading again for you guys. Gotta get those muscles back. Claude Opus. Let's see. Are you guys still here? Do you care? We can finish it up right here if you don't. You guys heard me reading and shit and left. Probably not. Oh, you guys are tuning in. All right. Let's just see. Definitely, since Claude 4 is free, go ahead and use it. Claude Opus 4 excels at coding, complex problem solving, powering frontier agent products. Cursor calls it the state of the art for coding, and leap forward in complex code-based understanding. Replit reports improved precision and dramatic advancements for complex changes across multiple files. Block calls it the first model to boost code quality during editing and debugging in its agent's codename Goose, while maintaining full performance and reliability. Rakuten validated its capabilities with a demanding open source refactor running independently for 7 hours with sustained performance. Interesting. Cognition notes Opus 4 excels at solving complex challenges that other models can't, successfully handling critical actions that previous models have missed. GitHub says Claude 4 soars at agentic scenarios, which introduced it as a model powering a new coding agent in GitHub Copilots. Wow. Manus highlights its improvement in following complex instructions, clear reasoning, and aesthetic outputs. iGent reports Sonnet 4 excels at autonomous multi-feature app development, as well as substantial improved problem solving and code-based navigation, reducing navigation errors from 20% to near zero. So yeah. It's a good ass model. I don't know if I want to read all of this. Oh, it's generating Pokemon? Applications. Claude 4 Opus dramatically outperforms all previous models on memory capabilities. When developers build applications that provide Claude local file access, Opus 4 begins skilled at creating and maintain memory file and store key information. This allows better long-term task awareness and coherence performance on agent tasks, like Opus 4 creating a navigation guide while playing Pokemon. Oh, wow. So Claude 4 can play Pokemon. Wow, that's fucking cool. With that minimal prompt. Yeah, let's look at Claude Code. Now generally available, bring the power to Claude to more of your development workflows into your terminal. Your favorite IDEs running in the background with Claude Code SDK. New beta extension for VS Code. JetBrains integrate Claude Code directly into your IDE. Claude proposes edits appear inline in your files, streaming reviews, and tracking within the familiar editor interface. Wow. I hope they get an extension for NeoVim, man. Simple run Claude Code in your IDE terminal to install. Beyond your IDE, we are releasing extensible Claude Code SDK so you can build your own agents and applications using the same core agents as Claude Code. We're releasing an example of what's possible with the SDK. Claude Code on GitHub, now in beta. Tag Claude Code on PRs to respond to reviewers' feedbacks, fix CI errors, or modify code to install, run GitHub app. Oh, wow, that's cool. So you can have an automatic reviewer with Claude Code if you have your API key, probably. Man, they're not playing. All right. So how do I feel about Claude Code? I am really excited for this stuff. I generally do think Claude is probably the best coding model. Obviously, I have not used Grok extensively, neither Gemini, but hey, doesn't matter. I'm generally right. But yeah, I don't know. Do you guys have any thoughts about Claude Code? Would you use it? Are you expecting? It's kind of hard to move off a model, right? Especially when that model has been learning about everything in your life. That's one thing that I hate about Claude, is that Claude 4 is Claude 4 is, what is the word? Claude 4 cannot remember you. Once you fill up that context window, it's out of here. And so I'm like, damn, that kind of sucks. So endpoint, damn. Let's see. I feel like an old man. Can't even read without my glasses. Josh, I thank you for believing in me, man. Me too, man. Being a founder is tough, but it has its moments. Yeah, Claude. Josh, you have to tell us what you think about Claude. If you use Claude for a while in some of your coding tasks and you still say Grok is better, you got to come back and let us know, man. I'll probably check it out too if you think it's that good. Yeah. And depending on these models is getting. I don't even know if I could write code without a model anymore, bro. I can't even. You guys will never know how painful it was writing code before these models, man. Or some of you do. Some of you do. But man, the kids of the future, man, writing code are going to be soft as hell. But hey, they might, who knows? They might even be better than what we have today. So, yep. Still on this journey, still fighting, still trying to make shit happen. And I guess that's it. I think I'm going to probably pack it up in the next minutes, probably. But I'm glad I got on today. I didn't think I was going to get a big showing. I just want to spend a second just shouting out everybody who showed up. Man, I was feeling bad. I felt like you guys were going to be disappointed in me for the burnout and stuff. But I think it's more than just a... Hopefully this can become a family community where we support each other as we fight for our dreams. But yeah, I promise, guys, this will be the last time that I ever try to make money from my YouTube channel, or at least actively. You know, if this does make money, then great. If it doesn't, then cool. I'll make my money from the software that I'm writing and I'm going to sell. And yeah, hopefully we get there one day. But we got a long way to go. Maybe it's not as long as we think. Everybody keeps telling me like ChatGPT and all these different services, all these different models. They were like, hey, you're doing better than you think. You're closer than you think. And I'm like, motherfucker, win. Motherfucker, win. But, yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I think prompting can go really fucking far. I think lambda-based architectures, event-driven systems do well with a prompt engineer. But I've been studying distributed systems. I think that's going to be, yeah, just different use cases like networking are going to be a lot more challenging for people. Did y'all hear about the CEO of Fibber saying that he thinks his job is going to be replaced by AI one day? Or it's possible that his job... Can you imagine a CEO being an AI model and that AI model is fucking ruthless? Firing a pregnant woman on Christmas because her productivity is down? Like, damn. Whatever. Whatever indeed. But yeah, I got some exciting things coming for you guys over the next few months. We're going to make 2025 the best year of my life. Maybe not. It may not. Man, I can't even tell you guys how beautiful it is to have all this freedom. But at the same time, you know, my bank account has been draining and draining and draining and draining and draining and draining and draining. It takes a lot of balls to do what I do. Like, I may not have the privilege of some of my teammates, but as far as bravery, as far as persistence, you know, I'm up there. And I think there's great things in store for me in my future. I already feel it. And yeah, it just takes time. I think some people will come through and learn to do things in depth. It's not impossible, but I do think we're going to still need engineers like me, who can push the models to the limit and check behind their code to make sure that it's not just writing some hallucination bullshit. So, yeah, we'll see. We will see indeed. Yeah, I guess I'm going to end it here, guys. Love everyone that showed up. You know, I'm gonna keep pushing through, and great things in store. I'm still here. Streaming, I don't know what my streaming schedule is gonna look like, but I'm definitely gonna try to get back to once or twice a month, maybe starting in July. I think next month I'm gonna spend the entire month. I'm moving back to Memphis, so I might not have a great space to stream and code and talk to you guys, but we'll try to do something, and yeah, we'll go from there. Don't let the model. See, that's an interesting question, and um, I heard people say like the model is making us a bit stupider, right? Because it replaces critical thinking. I guess in some ways, and I'm not the same programmer that I used to be. I used to be able to do long debugging sessions that were hella painful. And now with the models, I won't even do that shit. I still write some of the code by myself, but like I imagine that will go away. Like I may not write any code myself. I'll just be reviewing the code in the future. And so yeah, super excited. I think there's a lot of opportunity. And yeah. But love you guys. See you when I see you.